Patricia. So today I wanted to try some new products. A few of you have been asking me here and there, have I tried the Trinny London products? And I have not, because when I looked at it, by the way, I absolutely love Trinny. I used to love watching her What Not to Wear program. She is beautiful, so full of life, and such an enthusiastic person. So she's got her own makeup line, and the reason I never tried it is because through watching her here and there, to me I thought it was more of a quick, natural, fresh looking makeup. Everything is cream. I don't think she has any powder product, and it's all applied with your fingers. So the idea is just get a quick look that makes you look fresh, glowy, and that's it. You know, natural look is not really me. If you haven't noticed already, especially when it comes to foundations, I like quite a good coverage. So I never thought of trying it because I thought it's not really for me. I am also not a person that applies a lot of makeup with their fingers, so I never thought of trying it. But they have contacted me not long ago, and they offered to send me a few products to try. So I was quite happy to try them. And even if they are not for me, I'm sure there is a lot of people out there that will like it, but we will see when I try them. So they have sent me 3 products. They come in beautiful packaging. It actually reminds me very much of Dior packaging, so it's very, very pretty in those little boxes. And then this is the Bff Serum De-stress. So this, I would say it's like a tinted moisturizer. A first of its kind skincare formula designed to instantly awaken tired looking skin. Our scientifically proven NP Triox technology defends and protects the skin from daily life stress such as digital HEV light, tiredness, tension and pollution. Hyaluronic acid instantly plumps and smooths, leaving your skin looking fresh, radiant and well rested. Then I got a lip glow, which is like a tinted lip balm. It delivers moisture and plumpness without the weight. That's true. You can layer it over lip to cheek, which is the other product that I don't have, to add depth or diffuse your lip color. Mine is in Mia. And then they have sent me Flash Blush. So it is a cream blusher. Apply to the apples of your cheeks for a healthy flash of color and use with cheekbones for a more chiseled look. So she does a lot of products in these pots, and these pots are stackable. So you just click them together, and I think this is fantastic idea actually, especially for traveling. So you can have your blush, your lip color. They do a lot of lovely cream eyeshadows, cream bronzers, so you can have them all in those stacks. I really like the idea, and the packaging is so adorable. So we will try that. Then I have a new concealer from Tarte. So this is Shape Tape but ultra creamy. So I will talk about that while I'm applying it. Then I got a drugstore NYX eyeshadow palette and the new Benefit They Real Magnet mascara. So if you want to see what I think of those products and how I apply them, keep on watching. Right, let's start with the Bff Serum De-stress, and mine is again in Binky. So we are going to apply it with fingers. You see it's quite thick. So as you can see, I have quite a bit of redness on my face, like tops of my cheeks, my nose, my chin. So I really need something that can cover this. Okay, I'm going to zoom you in as close as I can so you can see it. Okay, so I don't know if you can see how all that's gone in every little pore. It just like it's not blended in. I don't know how to explain it, but you can, I hope you can see it. And of course it hasn't covered much really. So I will try, because it says it's a bit buildable, so I'll try to build it up a bit. It's sort of smudging around instead of covering things, if you know what I mean. This is definitely not something that I could wear on its own. It has given me a bit more coverage. I think if you don't like heavy foundations and you have pretty even skin, not like me with a lot of redness and things to cover, you probably will like it, because it will definitely even out your skin. It is just like a tinted moisturizer, I would say. But the thing is, you can see it, like in where you have the texture on your skin, you definitely see it. So, but I probably will still use it maybe as a primer, which means I can apply one layer of this that will tiny bit even out my skin, and because it's got all these skin beneficial ingredients, I can use that and then put foundation on the top. So that's what I'm going to do, because to me this is not enough coverage. So I'm going to apply my Delilah Bamboo, and then we will go on to another product. Before we go to the other two products, I've got a new concealer to try. I've got the new Tarte Ultra Creamy Concealer. So this is the Shape Tape, but in more creamy version. So I used to love the Shape Tape, and it did a beautiful job under my eyes, but I have noticed that with prolonged use of it, my under eye area got quite dry. So they've come out with a new ultra creamy one. So let's try that one. Mine is in light medium. So I can tell straight away that it definitely doesn't have as much coverage as the original Shape Tape. I mean, Shape Tape was the best coverage ever. I would say the consistency of it feels the same. It's quite thick, but the coverage is a bit lighter than the original Shape Tape. Yeah, it looks nice. It doesn't look thick or cakey. Yeah, I quite like it, but I wouldn't say it's not as good. It's totally different, I would say, than the Shape Tape. So if you think that you are going to get the same effect as Shape Tape, just not as drying, you are not. Obviously it won't be as drying, but it's not the same coverage. Now I have the Trinny London blush in Katrin. It's a mauvey one. But now I've put my foundation on. I usually would powder, but then you can't really put cream blush on top of powder, so I have to apply this blush first and then sort of powder around it. That's why I'm not a such fan of cream blushes, because I do powder my face. This is a very, very nice color. I know it looks really dark in here, but as you can see, it's a nice mauvey. And I've worn this blush before and it does stay on. I know when Trinny does it, she just slaps it on and she looks amazing. But then Trinny's got really good skin, so she probably doesn't need much. So there is the blush. It doesn't have any shimmer in it, but obviously because it's cream, it's not matte. Yeah, so this one is really pretty. Right, so let me now set my foundation with the, well, under my eyes first. I'm going to use Jeffree Star powder because I don't have any new powder. I have so many powders now that they should last me forever. And then I will set my face with, this was in beige, I will set my face with the Lolo mineral powder in Cookie, and I will try to avoid the blush. And also, how am I gonna do bronzer under that blush? Yeah, that blush looks very fresh, as if I pinched my cheeks, you know, just flashed. Right, let me quickly do bronzer somehow under there, under that blush. I know they do cream bronzer as well, so, well, everything is cream, so you can use Trinny's bronzer, but they haven't sent me one. Yeah, without having all the products so you can use them all together is quite difficult. Then I have a lip glow, which is in Mia, and it says delivers moisture and plumpness without the weight. Layer over lip to cheek, which is another of their products that you can use on lips and cheeks to add depth or diffuse your lip color. Now this I really love, because this, look at this color, it's just so gorgeous, like watermelon, bright watermelon, but it doesn't look that bright because it's a bit sheer, has quite a lot of pigment, but it's not like a solid lipstick, and that I really like. I don't think it has any smell. I still don't have my smell completely back, so it's like a beautiful tinted lip balm. You see, so it's not not as bright as what you can see here. I bet you could probably use it on your cheeks as well. Yes, that lip glow is lovely. They also do loads and loads of cream eyeshadows in those pots, and there are some beautiful colors, but they haven't sent me any, so obviously I can't try it. I just got those 3 products. Okay, so what do I think of it? Now this, like I said, is definitely not for me. It's giving me a bit too much texture, and I think this is because it's a very thick product. So what I look from my foundation, although this is not technically a foundation, is very thin consistency but with a lot of pigment. That's how you get the coverage without it looking cakey. The thicker the product, you know, especially if you've got texture on your skin, the more you will see it. And for this to give me reasonable coverage, I have to use at least 2 layers, which are quite thick. And I felt that that showed on my face. If you are, like I said, someone that doesn't have too much redness, any imperfections to cover, just want to even out your skin, and you just love that fresh, you know, quick look, you will love it. Like I said, if I just applied 1 layer, then this is for me very good, almost like a primer. Because I've applied 2 layers of that, then my foundation, which I love, by the way, you know how much I love it, my foundation is not looking as good as it normally does. And like I said, because I've already applied 2 layers of that quite thick product. Now the Flash Blush is lovely, and they come in so many colors. If you are a cream blush lover, you will love them. And I've worn it before, and it lasts all day. I just have this conflict and problem with, because you know I powder everything, so if I use powder to set my foundation, powdered bronzer, this doesn't work so well for me in that respect. So if you like cream blushes, these are really, really lovely. Absolutely love the lip glow. It's so beautiful. You just get that lovely fresh flush. It's very shiny. It doesn't have like glitter or anything in it. It's just very moisturizing, very comfortable, and you get that flash of color as well. So I like that. Okay, eyes. I thought I'd get something that is more of a drugstore product. It's not as expensive. So I got the NYX Ultimate Shadow Palette in Warm Neutrals. I really love the color story. They've called it Warm Neutrals, but you have quite a few, 3 or 4 cooler eyeshadows as well, so you can do a cool look. So I thought I will use that. I've already used this palette, and I'm not liking it. Love the color story, looks beautiful. They don't feel very creamy. They feel quite dry and not very pigmented. So these are like a couple of the matte ones. Let's try this dark one. This dark one is quite pigmented. Now the shimmers. The shimmers are very, you can't really see them. So and also I've worn these eyeshadows a couple of times now. I did a couple of different looks, and I've noticed that towards the end of the day they were not as intense, so they definitely don't last. They disappear a bit on your eye, but I will do a quick look with it so you just can see the colors. And I have obviously been spoiled by eyeshadows from Charlotte Tilbury, Natasha Denona, that sort of stuff, and there is no comparison obviously, but then the price shows it as well. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's not like they don't have any pigmentation. They do. The lighter ones don't have so much pigmentation. You get quite a bit from the dark ones, but they just don't seem to stay all day. This one, which is this sort of brick brown, it's probably the best one here when it comes to pigmentation. This one definitely shows up, but then it doesn't really stay that bright, and it will definitely disappear later. Not completely, but you know what I mean. Now this one is quite nice. It's a sort of pinky rosy shimmery shadow. I am using the REFA 28. This is one of the new brushes. Love it. So you know how I like the Lolo P66. This is very similar, sort of flat small brush that is good to work on the outside. So I really like this brush. Please always look in a concept store for REFA brushes. This is where you get the brushes much cheaper. The condition is that within 30 days you give them your honest review. So I think they have some, I don't know if the sale is still on, but yeah, now I'm using this shimmery one and I can hardly see it. Okay, so this is the look, quite warm. Don't really like it. I had to work quite a bit, you know, like with some other eyeshadows, the more expensive ones, I always tell you they just blend themselves. Well, these ones don't really. It's okay, you know, it's not horrible quality of eyeshadows, but not for me. You know, I love eyeshadows and I've tried so many different formulations, and I would say that if you are looking for drugstore eyeshadows that are good quality, try the BH Cosmetics, especially the ones in square packaging with the square pants. They are amazing. Okay, I've got a new mascara. I just got this small sample, and this is a Benefit Real Magnet. I remember when Real came out first, the original one, I didn't like it. I mean, the brush looks really good because it had like very small plastic short brushes, but I remember it was so spiky, it used to be, to me, quite painful applying it, and I didn't really see this fantastic effect on my lashes. I preferred the Roller Lash from Benefit. I really like that mascara, but I thought I'd try this one. What do they say about this mascara? 36-hour lengthening mascara with a magnetic force. I don't understand what the magnetic force is. Has it actually got magnets in it? It's flexible, lightweight and builds easily. One smudge of flake. So it is basically lengthening mascara. Let's have a look. Yes, this one is quite spiky too. Yeah, it brushes eyelashes pretty nicely. I sort of go more for the volume rather than length because my eyelashes are already quite long. This is still with just one dip. Quite like it so far. Another dip. See how it builds up. Maybe it is making my lashes look a bit longer, and when I start building it up, I love it. It beautifully brushes through your lashes, so they are very defined instead of being clumped. You can still see like the individual lashes, but it has given them a bit of more thickness. Not too much of the thickness and volume, more of the length. But let's keep building it up and see. It's definitely not clumping my lashes. Yeah, I'm getting a bit more volume now. If you want volume out of this mascara, you have to put quite a few layers, but it doesn't seem to be clumping my lashes. And I don't think it is spiky, and I can feel the spikes on the base of my lashes, but it's not as vicious as the original one. Nice. Okay, let's quickly go through all the products. So I've already told you what I think of the Trinny stuff. I think it's a really nice, quite luxurious brand. Love the packaging. Love the idea as well, you know, that you can stack these little pots. So if you are going away, you can have your blush, your lipstick, you can have your bronzer, you can have, I think they do concealer as well, and all the eyeshadows. So I think that's her thing, making these stacks. This is just not for me. Not that it's a bad product, it's just not something I like. The same with the blush, although I'm really liking the look of it, I must say. You can see that glow, because obviously it's not powdered. But I just have that problem with I do use powder, so I have this problem with mixing powder and cream products. But yeah, they are definitely beautiful products, and I probably will try the cream eyeshadows. I quite like cream eyeshadows. I like them on their own for just a quick makeup, or I like them as a base for my powder eyeshadow as well. This, it looks very nice. I mean, it hasn't settled into my lines, it's not looking thick or cakey, but I don't feel I'm getting the same amount of coverage, so that's the only thing. And the mascara, I think this is a very good one. I mean, I probably would want more volume, more thickness to my lashes, but it does say first of all lengthening mascara, so yeah, I like the mascara, worth trying, and I really love it. More and more brands started selling the small mini sizes, so you can try, because before I've bought mascaras full size and I didn't like them, and it's such a waste of money. So, and I also like taking them when I travel, the little ones. And then the eyeshadows. Quite like the color story. A bit disappointed in the pigmentation of some of them. I mean, you know how I love good light matte shadows when I do all matte look, and I put light matte eyeshadow on my mobile lid to bring it out, but that eyeshadow has to be pretty pigmented. Well, that one is almost see-through. I don't know if you can see it. There is another one here. This one is even worse because it doesn't even show on my finger. I mean, you wouldn't even know that I had eyeshadow on my hand. The darker ones are a bit more pigmented, but like I said, they don't last all day. They definitely fade. Not that they disappear off your eye completely, they definitely fade. And you know, to be honest, I think this palette was £16. I don't think this is that cheap for drugstore. You know, like I said, BH Cosmetic is probably cheaper than this, and I really think the eyeshadows are much better. So it's a no from me for this palette. And please don't take it personally if you've got it and you like it. That's fine, we are all different. Okay, my lovely, so these were a few of the new products that I bought and received. Thank you so much for watching, and stay fabulous. Bye.